Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing the front brake rotors and pads on a 2022 Ford Maverick, so stay tuned. Go ahead and get your jack out. I'm going to be using this special rubber attachment. It's made specifically for lip welds underneath vehicles, so here we go. Don't forget to put something behind one of the rear tires or both of the rear tires to keep the vehicle from rolling back. Also, make sure that the vehicle is in park. Make sure you put a jack stand underneath it, cause jacks fail. Jack stands can save your life. You're going to need a 13/16 socket. Here I have these special plastic coated sockets. They're from Pittsburgh, but I'll put a link down in the description below. They keep the rim on the inside where the lug nuts go. They keep them from getting all scratched up. Once you've got the wheel off, go ahead and get your 15mm socket along with your medium impact or a wrench. I'll put a link in the description below for any products, parts, or tools that I'm using in this video. I tried to get the best front and back angles using both my camera and my GoPro. It didn't work out exactly how I wanted to, but here you can see the bolts that you need to take loose in order to get the caliper off. Here's some footage of the brake pads on the caliper before I took anything off other than the pin, and you can see exactly how they all line up and where the little lips go and the ears on the pads sit. Now with the caliper off, you can go ahead and remove the rotor. Next, grab you a couple cans of brake clean because you're going to need them to spray these rotors down. Go ahead and get any dirt, dust, or grease off the rotor. That's going to prevent you from stopping, so we don't want it on there. You can put the rotor on now if you want to, just make sure you don't get it dirty. These are the brake pads that I'm using. They're from Power Stop. Link down in the description below. Watch your eyes while you remove that pesky clip. I used a screwdriver to remove that outer brake pad. I went ahead and did that one first, and then I used a flathead screwdriver to remove the inner one. Just be careful when you're prying that you're prying on the actual caliper itself and not the flat part of the piston, because you don't want to rough up the surface of the piston. Now I'm trying to remove the driver's side. This is just a different angle. The lighting was a little bit low, so I wanted to give you a different shot. That's why I did the passenger side also. Again, remember, don't use a screwdriver on the surface of the piston. Just try to like pull it towards you because it'll come out pretty easily. Go ahead and get your new brake set out along with your brake caliper tool. Link down in the description. I'm just assembling the brake caliper tool here. All we're doing is setting this mechanism up to push the caliper piston back in. I'm trying not to fast forward this because I really want you guys to see how it works. Basically, you just take that big disc that matches the size of the piston that you're working with, and you basically just screw the other side through, and the one flange towards the back holds it all together, and the caliper end pushes the piston back in. Feel free to fast forward through this part if you want to. You pros out there know what you're doing, but there's some people out here that really don't have an idea, and they may need to see this part of the process, but feel free to fast forward if you want. Once it gets tight, it's bottomed out. Don't push it too far. Just once it bottoms out, release the pressure and undo it all. And then you're done. You're ready to put your brake pads back on. I'm doing the driver's side here, but basically it's the same process. I just wanted to show it because it is sped up. Now I'm going to go ahead and start putting the brake pads back on once the piston's all the way in. When you're putting the new brake pads on, you're going to want to put the inner one on first because it actually clips inside the piston, and then you'll put the outer one on. Make sure that the little clips on the outside are greased very well. I got caught up in filming the video and I forgot to grease the pads, but you're going to want to apply the grease that comes with the brake pad kit. You're going to grease all the edges that touch the caliper. So any place that pad is going to slide back and forth, you're going to want to grease that area as shown right here. Just be sure not to get the grease on the pad itself or the new rotor. It could be a very sticky situation. And as always, just a disclaimer, I'm not responsible for anything that you guys might mess up while you're trying to do the work on your vehicle. So do this at your own risk. I love you guys. This is just a better angle of me putting the brake pads on. That way you could see it up close and better. It's also better daylight. That's why you're getting it a second time. But feel free to skip through this part if you want to. But it's also going to show you where the ears of the pads need to go on the caliper for both the rear and the front part of the pads. I'm also just fighting for my life over here trying to get this pad on. Look at me trying to jab it with a screwdriver. All right, that one's on now. So now we're going to go ahead and put the outer brake pad on. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put the outer brake pad on now. Make sure it's nice and lubed up because we want it to be able to function when we need it. Now, you guys be the judge. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about these clips, but they don't fit the same way that the OEM ones do. And I used the OEM on the driver's side, but I used this one on the passenger side, and it just didn't seem like it held as well. What do you guys think? Once you have the pads oriented in the right position, you've got that clip on, you're ready to put the caliper back on. Just make sure that the brake line isn't kinked. I repeat, make sure the brake line is not kinked. I did not say kinky. I said not kinked. Okay, go ahead and tighten down your 15mm bolts, and then you're ready to put the tire on. Now, here comes the most important part, or a very important part. On these 2022 Ford Mavericks, and I guess most of the other ones on the newer models, they tighten to 148 to 150 foot-pounds of torque. So make sure you have a torque wrench. Whenever you put them on, I put them on while the vehicle was jacked up. I put the lug nuts on. I used an impact, but I only did it to just like barely tight. That way I could set the car down and then I could tighten them with the torque wrench in a star pattern. So go in a star pattern, start at number 1, all the way around, and then go back and hit number 1 again to make sure that it didn't like do something funky and then not actually get 150 foot-pounds of torque. Anyway, guys, we're done with this video. Overall, the whole process took about an hour, and that was with me filming this video and while I was sick. But put your tires back on, give it a test drive. You want to make sure you brake the vehicle in, like look up the break-in procedure for the vehicle and those brake pads. But go drive down the highway, slam on your brakes, do about 40 miles an hour, slam on your brakes 3 or 4 times, and then do some light braking in the mix there too. But that's basically it. Good to go. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos just like this one. Take care. Love you guys. God bless each and every one of you.